Hey, how's it going, my YouTube muckles? Hope everyone's staying safe with the pandemic. Yeah, this video we're gonna see how I converted my acoustic drum set into an electronic drum set. Yeah, the way I went about it is I got a bunch of these piezo sensors, and then I got this foam, and after that we also have one more thing in this box. Let's see what it is. It's a mystery item. Oh snap, it fell down. What is it? It's these L brackets. So for my snare drum, I kind of wanted to go with a 3 sensor placement, like the one you find in ATV drums. So the sensors would essentially be placed like that. That should reduce hotspots. I started working on the snare. And the story about the snare is I built it from the ground up as a stave snare, but I gave it to a woodworker to finish, and he did not do a good job. He just painted over it. There are like a lot of scratch marks, and like the inside also looks like really ugly. You can see these white parts. So I got to it. I just got to sanding off the finish, and cue some slow motion over here. Yeah, yep, it was a lot of sanding. Yeah, finish sanded, remove the paint. Even on the inside you can see how like nasty it looks, but I sanded it pretty clean. This like things after sanding, it no scratch marks, everything looks pretty clean. The inside, that teak, oh man, it smelled like India, can't tell. But yeah, the outside still had all these like blemishes, and so I wrapped it with this mahogany veneer. So it was mahogany veneer, and then in the middle was purple heart, and then mahogany again. And you can see the sides, one side is like clean, the other side wasn't, so I went with this nail file and the small file and just cleaned that up. And yeah, this is what it looked like. I really love the way the snare turned out. Yeah. After that, went to work with the mount for the sensors. Used a plate to draw an outer circle, then used this hole to trace out an inner circle, and then to find where the sensors need to be, I used the points where the lugs are at. So yeah, just made 3 points like that, and then used this little lid to draw these arcs where the sensors would be placed, and then went at it with my jigsaw. And man, it took a while and it was pretty loud, but yeah, slowly got to it, and this is what it looks like with the sensors. Painted it black because I don't know, used Gorilla Glue double-sided tape to kind of stick these sensors. This is the underside, not the top side, so this will get the rim shot. Yeah, this is the top side, and you see that on top of the wooden bracket we made, there's this foam which should reduce vibrations from the shell or the cross stick, and the top foam should get all the hits on the head. Plugged it into this Alice's Trigger IO. This is what it sounds like. Yeah, once I made sure everything was working, I went on to the other drums. For the 8-inch, I just went with the simple setup, supposed to be one trigger. For the bass drum, I had made an error in mounting the riser, and you can see it, the pedal doesn't just clamp, because on the inside we can see like this bracket, or yeah, the riser is way off to one side. It's not centered between those two lugs. And the other thing is, it's way at the back. It should be up where that lug nut is. So yeah, worked on that. You can also see the legs are off. So again, if you look, they're like screwed in different places. That was the original configuration of the floor tom. Here you can see I kind of moved the lug, the riser rather, and then yeah, the legs are also corrected, and this kick drum is looking solid, except for those 2 holes where the old lug was, right over there. That's okay. Went on to working on the sensor mounting system. For the floor tom, I used 3 sensors, but again, it was the simplest setup. Yeah, this is how all the different sensor mounting system looks like. I really love that snare though, really put effort to that. Right, so this is how I mounted the sensor. I used Gorilla Glue tape, then stuck a piece of foam, then took my sensor, yeah, put tape on the sensor as well, and then stuck that to the bottom layer, and then took the cone, like cut a cone, put that on top of the sensor, and then flip the drum around, and on the bottom side I put the other sensors. This is how all my different drums look like once the sensors were attached. And yeah, went on to soldering the connection. It's not my best solder job, but kind of tied up the cables with zip ties, and let's give it a listen. Few things to consider. I'm triggering my drums using SSD5 right now. It's the free version which I'm using. Doesn't have a lot of sounds, and I'm not a huge fan, but hey, it's free and I'm gonna be using it for testing purposes as of now. I am a huge fan of Addictive Drums 2 though, or Addictive Drummer 2. It has a lot of sounds. I use the free version, the trial version, and it has a lot of sounds which I really like, especially the cymbals, and the drums themselves I do enjoy. I feel Superior Drummer 3 is the gold standard, but it's quite expensive for me, so Addictive Drums 2 is a lot more affordable for me, and I'm gonna look into that. But beyond all that, I'm excited because the system works, the drums work, and I could just connect my drums to my laptop and start recording. I could do YouTube videos on drumming, do covers if I like, but more importantly, I could collaborate with you guys. Especially, I know one of my viewers, Danny, does a lot of like songs. He does a lot of music, so hey Danny, if you want to like collaborate, I'm all open. But I know it probably is a better idea for us to wait till I finish my cymbals. I'm gonna be making electronic cymbals, which is gonna be the next video, so stay tuned.